Because consent matters, we just want to let you know that this podcast contains topics that may be triggering to some listeners. For a specific detailing of trigger warnings, please pause the episode and see our show notes. This podcast isn't for everyone, so it's probably for you. Hi, I'm Leandra.
And I'm Anastasia. And this is a show about two best friends and our journey through cult recovery.
Join us as we gain perspective, discover our values, tell some stories, and deconstruct the fucked up belief system from whence we came.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Jesus. We are happy to disappoint. We have some technical difficulties this week, and we are just recording audio for you wonderful listeners. So enjoy the graphic that is pretty limited, YouTube watchers.
It do be like that sometimes.
Doobie doobie doo.
Doobie doobie
it
doo.
is the height of summer, and it's a time of year for anyone who grew up with us, around us, before us, or after. And also anyone who was evangelical and isn't now. There was always some big summer thing.
Yeah.
Your time and your PTO and your parents' PTO and their vacation money and any savings would all go to about a week or two in a remote location where they would be enticed to come attend 1,000 services a day and also do intense manual labor in where we were, the hot Iowa heat.
Yeah.
Welcome to Shiloh Summer Camp, everybody.
Yeah. We're there. We made it. This is the Shiloh episode show.
This is the Shiloh show
episode. This is the Shiloh show.
Ooh. Yeah, this one's been tough to think about. It's been one of those ones where it's like, I definitely can't not think of these incidents, but I also avoid.
I literally just started singing It's That Time of Year in my head, and I was like, nope, wrong
That's
trauma
the
holiday.
Wrong one. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
It is that time of year, though, that you start feeling the summer scaries.
Why am I scared?
Mm-hmm.
It's 84 degrees and I'm getting scared. What's that?
Yeah, our experience with what Leandra described is Shiloh for all of the evangelical people who know.
You had your summer camp, yeah.
Either our specific summer camp, yeah, or others, but it seems like there was many summer Jesus things for people to do out there, and our specific one was Shiloh. Spending a week and a half or more in a different kind of heat.
Breathing more water than you drink.
Exactly.
So Stasia, where specifically was Shiloh?
Kelowna, Iowa, everybody. Never heard of it? Not surprised.
It is close to the fictional birthplace of Captain James T. Kirk.
Yeah, in Riverside. Mm-hmm.
In Riverside, Iowa, but it is far more remote.
Correct. We little LA city girls every single year would travel to a magical backwoods.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know, not backwoods. It's backfields because it's just cornfields.
There were some woods, you just couldn't penetrate them because they were like It was a
tick-ridden
wall of bramble and ticks, and yeah, you couldn't. It's like you don't go in there
You don't
because
go there.
nothing goes in there. Yeah. Not even the deer.
No one goes in.
Yeah. Jaws, but it's bugs.
Come out of the water. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There was some backwoods, but
But yeah, backfields.
I was thinking of like us California babies, LA babies, being like,
Never had we seen so much green.
never. And it was like kind of magical outside of all the other shit. Like, no hate on Kelowna, for real.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I looked forward to going there, but I didn't look forward to what was going to happen to me there.
Correct. It's like I'm going to get abused for a couple weeks, but then I'm also going to get to see a lot of grass and maybe just lay down in it.
Yeah. Roll down a hill. Check yourself for ticks.
Yeah.
Roll down the hill again.
Check yourself for ticks. Find some fireflies, which we never saw.
Dude,
otherwise
I still
in
haven't
our
seen
life.
fireflies outside of Iowa.
It was amazing. And I had some family out there. So I was there a little bit more often, or a little bit longer every summer, I feel like. I was there a little longer because if I got to go, which I usually
If I got to go.
Oh, God.
Ooh, say more.
Oh, yeah. I just triggered myself.
Boof. Yeah, everybody
'Cause,
who
like-
knows anybody who's experienced what we're talking about, we know your butthole clenched too. Like,
exactly.
if I got to go,
if I
allowed
got
to go work in the hot sun.
Dude, exactly. Yeah.
Gee. Sorry, we're a little slow today.
We are a little. It's okay. We'll speed ourselves up or something. I'm thinking of like how and where to start because it's like the whole thing is crazy, and it was annual. Because even if you didn't go to Shiloh, you were still working at Shiloh. For us, like, because we were at TLW putting out
Exactly.
the word
TM.
Yeah.
Exactly. Whether or not you went to Shiloh, you were trying to tune in as best you could from yonder reaches.
Boof. Tune in.
And for real though, like there would be phone patches to Brazil, to Colorado, to
my God,
Oregon,
forgot.
to multiple places in California sometimes.
Oh, dude.
To Mexico, to Germany, and then sometimes all of these people would come to Kelowna, Iowa, the middle of the corn.
Yep.
The cornhole of America.
Yep.
And and not in a shady way. Like, I love a good cornhole. Like, no shade at all. Just the fact that the shade is on our establishment that we were born into, and
how they treated us
was established there, and that our dads and grandpas built
dude.
out there in the 70s. Like, building codes who?
Yeah, that place was riddled with asbestos when they burned it down.
Like, city planner who? Yeah. Like, regulations who? Licensed contractors who?
100%.
I'm sure they had a few because there were the ones who, like, they needed to lean their credibility on.
It was,
stuff.
I was
like,
gonna
they
say,
did do a lot of legit shit. Like,
correct.
I like to be catty and I like to throw shade on those turds, but they did do a lot of stuff just by the letter of the book.
Yeah, because they had to. They had to in some ways.
Yeah, like they
Keep it
needed to
legitimate where
legitimize
you
their
can.
operation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, again, I can't believe it goes all the way up to water news.
Chalubi, baby.
Chalubi, baby. And that's Monsters, Inc., everyone.
And that's Monsters, Inc., everybody.
So yeah, like the amount of people flocking from places to places to come to this really bizarre remote location where
and let's describe it. Yeah,
okay.
Let's describe Shiloh and describe it.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the arrival drive. I'm gonna give
it to me.
And I'm gonna give it to
you when you do this
in the most sensory way that I possibly can.
I know you will.
It's gonna
and
be
I can't
a
wait.
lot of smells because I identified the zones that I was traveling through by smell. So like you arrive at Cedar Rapids Airport. You have paid $516.
We're starting at Cedar Rapids.
I'm going to recite this in the second person.
I love it.
You are here with us, audience.
Okay.
You are me, I am you. We are on this journey together.
Here we are.
So
I love it.
Yeah, you have just arrived off a plane that you paid $516 for one way to get to Cedar Rapids with which to get to Cedar Rapids.
Yes, oh my God.
Except for like 1 million people at one time of year. I guarantee that we drove up airline prices to this specific location.
Exactly.
Because like hundreds and hundreds of people were going to this goddamn remote location from like everywhere. They were coming from everywhere. And people are like, why is this in hot demand? But like, hey, these festival people must have money, so let's charge them. They keep coming. They won't stop, so let's fucking charge them whatever we want. Yeah, your wallet is hurting. And now so is your pride as you
oh my God.
enter the arrival area where you see that they have sent their most talkative driver to pick you up. You are in a van with 8 other people. Three of those people's flights do not arrive for 2.5 hours.
Oh my God.
You are sitting there getting to know people.
God.
How are we doing so far, everybody?
Oh,
should we take a smoke break?
Triggered.
Do we need to have a drink? Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes, I do.
Now do your wusa breathing. Do your box breathing. Okay, ready, everybody? Clench. Here we go. This person who's come to pick you up is a volunteer of the highest order, and they are kind-hearted, and they are wonderful. They're here with their personal car, picking up a plethora of people that they've likely never met.
Correct.
No one here is in a situation that they want to be in. Especially you. After you've waited your 2.5 hours and then found out that one of the people that you were supposed to arrive with arrived yesterday, and another one isn't arriving until tomorrow because they got stuck in Colorado or in Moline, Chicago. Yeah, those were the 3. And they'll be arriving at a later date. So you get in your car and you drive, and the windows are, if you're lucky, down.
And if you're unlucky and it's a hot day and
you're
pig
smelling
shit
6 other people, the airplane, and the nice whatever smells come from the hot volunteer's car. Not that the volunteer was hot, it was their car was hot. I misspoke.
Hey, if you got really lucky.
The only volunteer who was hot that ever came to pick me up was Samantha, your cousin.
You know what? She is also the hottest person who's picked me up. So that's
shout out Samantha. Okay, so you're driving down the road and you're like, okay, it can't be too far. And they're like, yeah, it's not that bad of a drive. And it's on average about 47 minutes. But sometimes that can seem like forever, or maybe it's longer because you get stuck behind a tractor. Yeah.
Or the
Amish. No shade on the Amish. Just cars,
horse and buggy versus car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I was fine. It was fine. You're fine, audience. So
Let me reassure you.
you're not fine.
As I would reassure myself every single time I was
So
in this situation.
all of a sudden, you know, it's cornfields, and then you start to see some cornfields, and then there's also some cornfields, and then
And then, oh my God, up on your left, more cornfields. And
then there's a hill to
yeah, and cows.
diversify the scenery. But maybe this is a roast, and I'm
Everything
sorry.
is a roast. What
Again,
isn't
it's not
a roast?
Iowa's fault. It's not Kelowna's fault. It's not Cedar Rapids' fault. It's the fact that we were raised in a cult and our compound was located out there. We're not projecting our trauma onto you. We're just remembering with our lens.
Aren't we?
Perspective, baby. Chalubi baby. Let's keep
Chalubi
going.
baby. In his name we pray.
In his name we pray. Amen. Chalubi baby. So you start to smell a smell and see a glint off in the distance, and you're like, what's that? And you're like, oh, am I so lucky? Am I about to pass the famed cheese curd factory?
Cheese curd.
But surprise, no, you were not. You have been assaulted by the nearest silo and pig farm.
Yeah.
You could see and smell, and it is there, and you smell it for about 2.5 miles. And then about 15 minutes after that, you get to the cheese towers. And like the cheese towers, of course, if you're going in a volunteer van, you don't get to stop and get cheese curds, which is the whole purpose of being out in that part of the country anyway. It's the cheese, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Kringles. It's the cheese. It's the blankets. It's the beer. It's the beautiful scenery. It's the stars. It's the fireflies.
Yeah, dude.
We have, again, there is so much magic, and we recognize the beauty out there. Now we're back in the car. You're not stopping for cheese curds.
You're not stopping for cheese.
You wouldn't be so lucky.
After that long-ass flight you just had? No.
And that 2.5-hour wait at the airport? No. So you arrive in Shiloh, and if you're lucky and you arrive on the right day at the right time, there is an army of young children and teens who will come escort your baggage to your dorm room.
Dude.
That you inevitably share with 4 to 9 people.
Oh, God.
Some had AC, some did not. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You're in the carport still.
Oh, you're in that carport for a while.
And if this feels like it's taking a long time to you, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So you exit the carport, you gather your meager belongings, because who can pay for more than a carry-on? And, you know, you have to make that carry-on last for as many days or weeks as you're there. Yeah, and then like if I will predicate some of this with saying like if you A, knew somebody, B, were somebody, C, had a certain amount of children, or D, I know there's another, oh, you're rich? Then
you're rich.
got to have your own little apartment, or like a little suite, or at least like a bedroom with an ensuite. Yeah. Those would be like, those
or
were like,
would stay
I only got
in the
to go in those
city.
like a few times. Or you stayed in the
Or
GB.
somebody else's house.
You stayed in someone's house. That's what I was going to say. The first layer of defense was not the city. It was the houses. It was the members. People would be staying in people's houses.
I'm saying if you're rich.
If you're rich. Oh,
if you're also, if you're rich, then why would you stay in Shiloh?
Of all of those options that I say.
Oh yeah, because wealthier people
are for reasons why you would be not accommodated in the
carport
floor dormitories.
Yeah.
in this building that you could feel move when you flushed the toilet just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like my equilibrium in that building was never quite right.
We were drunk a lot too. So
That's fair. I was
actually not until I was in the show.
I was gonna say I was a child for a lot of time there, but that doesn't mean I wasn't drunk.
They didn't have a bar until later. So
Oh no, that was much later.
that was like we were full adults at that point.
Like barely. They
Sure.
got that fucking nice ass bar in like 2015 or some shit.
Oh, for real? Why did I think it was like
Maybe earlier.
No, you know what? You're right. Because I remember like one of the first couple times I used it was when Marilyn died.
Oh, I think we're here. I mean, we're still in the carport, but we're also here.
I mean, we are definitely still in that fucking carport.
Never left.
Oh, the sweaty teens with their khakis and their
Yeah.
polos
And their little bow ties sometimes, if they're feeling cheeky.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, good for you. You know,
And it
good
was
for
always
you.
like really uncomfortable because it's like, hi, like I'm only a couple years older than you, bro. Like you don't need to talk to me like I'm one of them.
Yeah, I'm not one of them. Yeah,
So-
the dorm situation. Jesus.
So if you didn't have your carry-on luggage and you chose a checked bag option, good luck getting it up the stairwell. You're in the lobby now, and like to your left, you're in the little glass like entranceway lobby, and like the air conditioning is blasting. Like she blasting. But she's also very it's still somehow swampy in that spot. To your left is like a hallway. Then you keep going. And to your left again is the sanctuary. And usually two surly, burly looking dudes standing out front of it, whether or not there was a service going on. Then to your right was the front desk. Directly ahead, there was a little corner, and you're like, oh, is that stairs? And it's like, yes, but also it's a very, very scary elevator. It's like,
yeah.
To find a way out. I hated that thing. Every time I had to like move something and like help somebody move something, they're like, hey, we're taking the elevator. And I was like, I'll meet you up there. Are we? Have you tried stairs?
Have you thought about stairs? This is
And I'm not anti every elevator.
There's only a few levels anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God. Okay, so in that elevator now,
and you're already miserable. Just go up the fucking stairs.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I'm still describing the version of events that you arrived during the day, and there's still people around, and you don't have to like wait as moths barrage your fucking mouth until you get let in because they had to call someone who was on security, who was doing rounds, or who was helping somebody move something or had to open something on the other side of the building. So you're just standing there in dead quiet dark and waiting with all your bags and still a chatty driver. And so, you're probably feeling fantastic. But anyway, back in the elevator. I'm giving you guys a choose your own adventure kind of different variable version of what could be going on, but it's all the same experience, and we had every single version of it, so we can share. So you're in that elevator now. You go up, and you're on your way to the sweaty third floor dormitories, where you exit and you're like, oh, this is a nice little landing, and then you take a severe turn into a dingy, very dark
very hallway.
Carpeted hallway.
Yeah.
The walls were like shiny white, kind of like textured, and then the like dark carpet or something. And then like in the middle of the building was this like 4-way hallway where all the wings met, and like depended on where you were, you went down one of those wings. And like, however, most 2 of those wings were
Which
usually
is where
occupied by YASP, which was the Young Adult School of Prophets, which is where aforementioned sweaty, eager young men came from, and it was very unsettling. And like, YASP was like this weird adventure that was, I only went 1 year, and then I went 1 year when I was 13, and then I got punished at 26 for having a boyfriend outside the church, and they made me be a dorm leader and use my vacation time, and like, with no fucking heads up to my bosses, I was like, I just got told I have to go to Iowa. It's important. It's a family emergency. And they're like, isn't your church out there? I'm like, yeah, it's a family church emergency. And they're like, don't you do this every year? And I was like, yeah, but I wasn't going to be allowed to go to the family emergency this year. And now I'm required to go to the family emergency this year.
Oh God.
Okay, so Stasia, do you want me to
family emergency
describing the hallways?
I was gonna say the hallways are also where the bathrooms were located.
So much heartbreak in those bathrooms.
Oh, so much.
So many hopes dashed in those bathrooms. Of like,
talk about it.
Of like, what I hoped a summer could be, what I hoped a friendship could be, what I hoped church could be, what I was promised year after year that if I just worked a little harder, I would attain.
Yeah.
And I would show up and then I'd get in trouble for something that I didn't even do. Like,
dude, that is the theme of Shiloh. Like, come to Shiloh where you get in trouble for things you didn't even fucking do.
Hell.
God.
Help me. Oh God. Yeah. So the accident. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense. I've had some devastating times in those bathrooms. I get it.
Heartbreak bathrooms.
Also, like some of the most fun I ever had there was in those bathrooms.
Exactly. I was gonna say also the highest highs of getting ready with your friends for some event that was being put on, whether it be the YASP dance or the band night where there was like a few bands that played out in the field and you got to like go be relatively unsupervised
and have a fucking Kelowna bar
and have a Kelowna bar with your buds and like maybe talk to a boy or maybe talk to a girl and then feel shame. But like
or maybe talk to a boy and feel shame. There's no
for sure. There was no
option.
Lack of shame.
Exactly. There's no option that includes no shame.
Yeah. Shame abounds.
Shame abounds indeed.
And you're watching some like 25 to 30-year-old guy sing his heart out and sing Sweet Caroline like 6 times.
Yeah.
And if not actually Sweet Caroline, then like Sweet Caroline was the only song that anyone like that mattered. Like every other song may as well have been Sweet Caroline.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone got into it. But that was the whole anxiety
over Neil Diamond.
Over Neil Diamond. touching me.
Oh man. Okay, another summer. I'm about 20 now, or no, I was freshly 18. I was 18.
Okay.
And you were 16, and we were singing together in the Shiloh show, which was what they put on every
I was going to say, we haven't even
or 4th of July.
The amphitheater yet. So the other reason, well, not the reason, but the other thing that would go on is the Shiloh show, which was the amphitheater. I was waiting for you to describe the amphitheater on your journey into Shiloh, and the water tower, unbelievably missed.
Oh, I fully missed the drive-in because I was really focused on the like. I never caught those things when I was in a van with 7 other people and a bunch of other smells. And
Fair enough.
I'd been like, it was like, I was like, yeah, I can't see the water tower. I can barely hear or see anything right now. I'm just so overstimulated.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, so yeah,
overstimulated.
no,
Yeah,
you're so right. I made a grievous error of omission. Ah, too many details, guys, but that's my life. So here we are. And now you get to hear
All
about it. So yeah,
details.
in that drive up, you would see you'd be like, oh yeah, you're driving up the highway and you're like, is it this left-hand turn? Is it this left-hand turn? Oh, it's gotta be this left-hand turn. And then it's like, no, it's this left-hand turn. And then you're like, I'm in it. I'm here. And you're on a gravel road suddenly and violently. And
Yeah.
I'm seeing it dark with headlights, but during the day it made the same sound. And then
Yeah.
as you pull right, you turn right and you go down this path and you see this water tower. And you could kind of see it in the distance sometimes, but not
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
And then
Depending
you
on which
see
way
the
you're
water
coming
tower.
from.
It's a white water tower. It's pretty spherical at the top, pretty good circle-ish. And there is a thick brown belt painted across it.
Wow, was it brown? Why did I always think it was like a brick red?
I always saw it as brown.
I mean, it's not that dissimilar, but
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it's both. It was brown though, in my perception of it.
heard. Very 70s. That's accurate.
Yeah.
That seems
Everything
accurate.
was a little bit brown there, except the outside, which was green. Everything about the building
I
was
think, yeah, I think
beige
the
and the
Shiloh
brown and the
logo.
beige. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Shiloh logo was brown.
Or was Shiloh in brown? I thought it was a brown belt with Shiloh negative in white.
I don't think so.
I'll
But
have
you know
to search
what?
my photos.
Who knows? I'm kind of glad I don't fully remember if that's the
We
case.
can mandala. Oh my God, let's start a mandala effect of what the Shiloh Water Tower actually used to look like.
Yeah, I love that because it's definitely not there anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, the
it's
water
not-
tower
the
is,
water
but it
tower
was
is, but
painted
the
over.
logo is gone. Yeah, and you're like, oh yay, and everyone would. You're right, because it was when people would clap when the plane landed. They were like, yay, the water tower, and so I would always be
Yes.
knee jerk, yay, the water tower.
And it's like the fucking trek that you just went on is
Oh, yeah.
now finally actually, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. You're finally
Yeah.
looking at it.
You're looking for a red blinking dot.
Yep, on the top of it. Yeah.
So yeah, to your left is the water tower. Left and front is your water tower, that general vague direction. And then to your right, as you cruise around the bowl area, the road, it would go around. Yeah, cruise around the bowl, you would see the amphitheater and the hill and the bunker sound booth and bathrooms that were cement, concrete bunker.
Yeah.
Well, I think the idea there was they wanted a tornado shelter down there in case, we're rehearsing or working and everyone just got to get in there for a tornado. And that happened a lot of times. I'm not that a tornado ever swept anybody. We did have shit break and sets break, and yeah, we'll get to the show. God, the thing, yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, you see the Shiloh Amphitheater and you'd see dozens of people milling around, or you'd see about 3 people on a stage and an empty bowl.
Yeah.
And then...
And at the bottom of the bowl was the bleachers and a stage.
Yeah, these metal benches, this bench seating, metal bench seating, and a full amphitheater, a theater stage with wings and a stage and a front of house and a back of house and, an amphitheater.
A theater. An amphitheater.
The thing that exists already that everyone knows what they're if you look up the word amphitheater, this is what we're talking about.
You will find, yeah.
But yeah, it's a bowl and a hill. And so now you're entering your dormitory. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you have AC, you're lucky. If you are unlucky, you don't, and you're in a room with 2 people that snore.
Yeah.
And now it's time to go to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's time to go to work.
now you have put your bags down and you need to go work.
Or
There's
go to
something for
service.
you to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Either go to
Or
work
go
or
to
go to
service.
church. And sometimes they're the same thing. I don't even know how they managed that, but they really did. They really did.
They
I would
really
be-
did, because
yeah.
they had you doing stuff during the services, in the services all the time.
Oh yeah, you're the word workers.
Between audio, yeah, the word workers. Between audio and being a word worker.
And I took notes and would write the blogs.
Yeah, man.
I wrote
Oh, man.
I wrote so many blogs for Gary fucking Hargrave.
God, all of the cult copy.
Dude, that guy put his name on my words that were his words summarized. I guess I was AI in this instance. Like I was the chat GPT. They would be like, listen to this sermon, Leandra. Now poop me out a summary that's kind of happy, but conveys meaning with an action item at the end. A call to action at the end. Like,
wow.
Cult copy. Bing bong.
Oy, 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 oy.
So yeah, okay, the show. We're here.
The show, man.
So you just referenced the Neil Diamond line wrong, which was instead of touching you, touching me, you said touching me, and that is a live Neil Diamond recording that he did, and we were forced to listen to on repeat to learn a live version of the song for the amphitheater. Before the show, we were going to be part of one of the bands that played.
Yeah, so we're back to you're 16, or I'm 16,
we'll post
you're
some
18.
of these photos on Instagram for you guys.
We have to.
Because these costumes were hilarious. They're like, let's just give him a sequined shirt. And I was like, can I wear any shoes I want? And they're like, yes. And I was like, any shoes I want? And they're like, we don't give a fuck. Stop asking us questions. And I'm like, sick. And I had red high top Chuck Taylors that were like a size too big.
Yeah.
So I was walking around and like skinny jeans.
Yeah.
So I was full on Sideshow bobbing it. Like
in a gold crop top.
Clowning around in my gold sequin crop top.
Yeah.
It
fucking chafed my armpits.
Oh, that shit hurt so bad. But like everything hurt so bad it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so the show. So, like, if you were lucky enough to be one of the people involved in the insane amount of manual labor required to put on a either theater show or timed fireworks show or something in between,
some
a little
kind of Disney level fucking production.
It was always, but here's the thing, it was Disney level to some degree and also high school theater in others.
Oh, you're 100% correct. I just mean that was the goal.
Yeah. It was like, we're better than Disneyland. Which was insane.
I'm ripping everything off.
Yeah.
Like every single fucking thing. Uncle Icky. Yeah. Whoops.
Uncle Icky was like, check out this song I wrote. And it's like, isn't that the Electrical Parade from Disney?
That is the Electrical Parade.
Isn't that 3 notes off from the Electrical Parade at Disney?
Legitimately. Legitimately. And it's in my head now.
I can hear it, and you can too.
My brain's like, sing it.
Yeah. You want to say it?
Oh, no. God,
I'm right there. Like you said, sing it, and I was like, I'm fully once again Roger Rabbit 2-bitsing. Like, shaving a haircut.
Because wasn't it like I just am hearing the Oh,
God, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Jesus.
We had to do that. We might cut it out for your benefit.
I don't know. It felt really cathartic.
It sure did. Because I know everyone, like, again, everyone's just, like, shaking, trying to contain it, because it's, like, in there. America, land of 1,000 dreams. America. Dude, it's right there.
God.
And it was like,
God.
okay. Here's the thing. Everyone remembers it, but nobody had access to it like we did. Because Uncle Icky would never stop playing it. He would play it in a hat. He would play it with a bat. He would play it on a mat. He would play it to a rat. Like, everything he made, he would be like, come hear what we just did. Come here, come see. And then it would be like a group. It would be like tour groups.
And we were at TLW all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd have tour groups come into the studio and he'd be like, come check out these fresh tracks we just laid down. And then it's like, Disney. You just copied a Disney melody. That's a Disney melody. You're lucky.
Okay.
Can I say a crazy Disney thing though? It's like, okay.
I wish you would. Didn't he get the Disney announcer to do our...
what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, I read your mind.
I needed you to read my mind. I was there the day this guy came in.
Holy shit. Okay, sorry. But tell me.
They somehow got in contact with the voice of the Disney parks.
Yes.
The guy who is like, ladies and gentlemen, in 5 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So they found this guy and they got him to come in, and it was like on a Wednesday, and he's like, I was like assisting at this time in the studio, and I'm pretty sure I remember, and I may be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure he was like, if you send me the lines, I'll record them at my home studio. And Uncle Icky was like, no, have him come in.
Of fucking course.
So we get there early, like start that coffee maker fresh, like get the mood lights on, make sure that the studios are both clean. And like Uncle Icky wanted to show this guy his studio. He was like, ooh, like renown.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
Give it. Yeah. And so he got this guy to record the show announcements and also just be the narrator for this fireworks show that we did.
Yeah.
At several, but like, and then it was used from then on because they got like some timeless copy. And they're like, okay, now we'll put this one in. And it was always like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Shiloh Amphitheater the Shiloh Fireworks Spectacular, or
whatever the fuck.
It was always some different name and for essentially the same thing. And Uncle Icky was always like, just feed them whatever the fuck. They'll eat it up. They love their big booms. I don't want to put too much effort into it. Then sometimes he'd be like hyper fixated and be like, this is all I'm focusing on. We're only doing this now.
Yeah, depending on like what other projects he was allowed to have.
Exactly. And depending on, what other projects he was allowed to have and like what was going on in his personal life.
That's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much he was allowed in at the time based on which affair was happening.
Yeah, precisely. And how excited. I think it's also like the weather vane was like how excited Gary and Marilyn were to see the show.
Yeah.
And like he'd always be like, it's for them, like in a weird way, and then also be like, but it's not. It's for me. It's for me.
But it's for me and about me.
And also, aren't my shows so much better than my sister's shows?
Oh.
He would say that. He would ask people that point blank. He'd be like, aren't my shows better than hers? And everyone would be like, we missed the musicals, but like, sure, yes, I guess. Whatever makes you happy.
Was his sister in charge of the musicals?
She wrote several of them. Okay, I think one of them was called, I'm just quoting, I think it was called The Highest Shelf. And it was about...
Oh my God, I have that fucking... Oh my God.
Those songs be in my head.
Oh my God, Lyra.
Did I just unlock you?
Whoa.
Mental unzipping.
I can see the album cover. I literally listened to that to go to bed.
Dude, same. We
Like,
listened to it at sleep. Dude,
that.
new memory just dropped, gang.
Oh my fucking God. The
It
voices.
was bound to happen. I didn't think it'd be so soon. A time for change, a time for letting go of us. It was bound to happen.
Oh my God.
Never really think that she.
I can't believe this right now.
Growing up so soon.
Wow. Okay, so she fucking wrote those.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, she wrote those
Holy
musicals.
shit. Wow, for real. Memory unlocked. Aren't mine better?
Aren't my little shows where I just plagiarize songs and play them for an audience of people in the middle of nowhere.
And put bands together or
live bands in front of them.
Live bands, exactly.
I wanted to be part of the live bands. I only got to do it 1 year.
Yeah.
And I only got to do it the 1 year in my sequined sideshow Bob outfit.
Yeah.
And dude, out there in them fields, there be memories.
Oh. Yeah, because what we didn't talk about yet is that if you were in LA, you were also and working on the show, because you didn't always get to work on the show if you were from LA. But
yeah,
if you were from LA and working on the show, you were kind of like not required. You were special. You were special because like you were like not held to the same standards. Like you didn't have to go to church.
Go to service. Yeah.
Yeah. Like basically,
or at least every service.
Exactly.
They'd still make you go to like.
I was gonna say like basically Saturday morning and Sunday morning or some shit where it's like, okay, now this is the thing. We're gonna go to these 2 or whatever, and then. Yeah. So if you were working on the show, you kind of didn't need to do that. Everybody else was going to like service after service after service after event after event after event.
Non-stop.
And working somewhere like all the time.
All the time. Yeah. You were involved in something, and like, okay, I'm going to take a little detour here. Talk about what did you do with your kids if you were a parent being required to work?
I was so hoping that we would get here. Thank you.
I had to get here. There's a lot of stuff to get through to get here because like technically for me, this is the farthest back, like in my memories.
Yeah.
The memories of this institution.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was a wee one, the child roundup camps were called YPP.
Wait, shut the fuck up. For real?
I'm not even kidding.
There's 2 years of difference between us. That is insane that I have never heard.
The rebrand happened when you were a baby.
That's insane.
Okay, so yeah, YPP stood for Young Prophets Program. And like,
you down with YPP?
You down with YPP? And like, I can't believe it's taking me this long to even say it, but YPP when you can poo poo. I've been waiting my whole life to put that joke on the record. I know it's been made a million times, but like, YPP when you can poo poo. Like that was that might have been the first joke I made up as a kid. I was like, this is funny.
And then I never said it
because everyone was like, this is serious.
Oh, I thought maybe they heard it and they were like, fuck, now we have to change the name.
Now we got to change the name. I think that's probably also was the thing. They were like, we cannot have pee-pee in the children's program name, but like they did for a significant portion of time.
Yeah, there's
it was at least 2 years.
It's a little too on the nose for how many pedophiles were running shit.
Seriously though, like, yeah, they're like, whoa, we can't be putting red flags up like that. So instead they called it, and it came after, oh God, like they did this whole rebrand. And like, the more I know about marketing, the more I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ. It's your whole thing.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
It is. All about branding.
it's all about branding and like maintaining the brand and like brand image and like, okay, we're shifting the brand now.
Yep.
And the brand previously was YPP, and they shifted it to Joshua Generation.
YPP to JG.
YPP to JG. And in the wise words of Richard Lewis in Robin Hood Men in Tights, it's a good change.
It's a good change.
It's a good change.
It's a good
It's a good change.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
God.
Wow.
Yeah, so I only ever knew it as Joshua Generation.
Wow. I didn't realize that you weren't I didn't realize you weren't down with YPP.
I wasn't down with YPP. I was not.
Yeah.
No, I was too little.
Yeah. I have a lot of things to say about the Joshua Generation, but honestly, I think youth program's gonna get its own episode because there is not enough time for me to zoom you through the rest of summer camp and also unpack my fucking youth program trauma online. On the air.
On live. Heard.
So yeah, YPP to JG. We're not unpacking it all today.
We can't. We just simply cannot. But
we simply cannot.
We just simply cannot.
Nope.
But I was gonna say, taking us back to Shiloh, that was what you did with your kids. You would just drop them off
went
to all of these adults who were maybe safe sometimes, usually not.
A lot of them were not. And like, not to say that there weren't wonderful humans doing real good work and giving real loving care to some of these kids. But at the same time, it's 100 kids, maybe more. And then you've got like people, it's a lot of kids and not enough help. And so they pulled, I don't know how they did it, but they had some shady people. They had some shady people helping out as well, along with the wholesome people.
Yeah, because they like had Jasper's
and a shady person was running it.
Yeah.
Again, we'll get there. I'll just leave you with this little fun drop. Every year, the Joshua Generation had a competition where you would submit a drawing to see if your drawing got selected to be that year's t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I think the adults did it too. Like there was some sort of t-shirt drawing contest where it's like if you made the most inspired shirt or most inspired art, we'd put it on a shirt.
Yeah.
We had some weird shirts. Now that we're an hour or so in, we'll give you some structure. We interrupt this program to bring you the end because the technology demanded that it be so. We really had another entire hour to give you, and the audio just would not cooperate. So, again, as we noted in our copy, if you've ever experienced Shiloh, you're used to delays, so you will just have to wait another 2 weeks for the next episode. As ever, we are happy to disappoint. Thank you, and we treasure your attention. Thank you for listening today, and thank you for supporting Happy to Disappoint. Check out our Instagram and Blue Sky @DisappointCast and our website, happytodisappoint.com.
Thank you, and we treasure your attention.